In all circumstances, the jury finds in favor of the defendant. No plaintiff verdict prevailed. So the matter will be concluded with defense verdicts. Thank you, Mr. Klingler. Thank you, Mr. Osborne. Thank you to the court staff and the Sheriff's Department for security of the building. And we'll go ahead and stand adjournment. Thank you. You're welcome.
Boy, I had to do a video on this, man. When I say our culture is our culture, we are who we were. I'm gonna show it. We are who we were. I have a documentary I'm about to start doing called American Roots. We are who we were. Now look at this, man. First of all, patriotic as fuck, right? It don't get that much more patriotic than this, right? And we're gonna get into the fur coat. We're gonna get into the afro. We're gonna get into the gold. The gold on them. We're gonna get into that Cadillac symbol. We might even get into the dad ring he has here. Look at the shades, the American shade, flag shades, playing no games. Now let's talk about this. We are who we were. Fur coats. I just did that. So some of y'all who've seen this, right? Y'all already know where I'm going with it. Our people are depicted rocking the furs, okay? Rocking the furs, the skins of animals, expensive ones. Like here in Hernando de Soto, it says it is ordinarily made of fine marten skins and a smell of a very agreeable musk odor. So you have these clothes. They will sometimes wear chamois, buckskin drawers. These are people of Florida. These are people of Florida. They almost go naked. And they still do that today. It's Florida. It's hot as hell, right? It's the tropics. Anybody would almost go naked, right? Except for the men. Hopefully you men keep it together. You know what I'm saying? But they were wearing all these kind of things, right? If you want to read it all. But they also talked about wearing some fine marten skins. What is a marten skin? We saw that, right? These marten skins cost up to $8,000, $12,000, $18,000 for some of these coats. And we're known for wearing these furs. And my boy went to court wearing the fur on top of the motherfucking patriotic colors, which are our colors, right? You don't think they are? First of all, red and blue are Crips and Bloods. You didn't think about that? I didn't a long time ago until sometime, but yes, think about that. Red and blue, right? But we don't have to stop there. Our people were wearing red and blue and gold as well, and pearls, right? Other stuff, but red and blue colors. She's rocking a fur, dyed blue, also has the red leather dyed moccasins or whatever. If that's red, that could be brown, but she's got the red there, red, white, and blue. And there's many of these. I'm not going to go into all of them. I got tons of them. I did a video showing tons of depictions of us wearing red, white, and blue. Like my boy, Afro Man. Afro. Because can't nobody else do that, right? Can't nobody else do that. Okay? You got the Africans that get a little something going. Can't nobody else get that fullness going like my boy Afro Man. Quit playing with us, right? But then you got other things. The Cadillac.
Did you know that Black America said Cadillac in 1934? Cadillac wouldn't even exist today had it not been for Black America in 1934. And I can tell you exactly how they did it. First, you have to understand Henry Ford had 3 car companies. First was a complete failure, sold the assets. He had a second car company which failed, and a man named Henry Leland bought it and turned it into Cadillac. And then Henry had a third company we know as Ford Motor Company. Henry didn't really do the work. He hired some brothers, and then tried to cut the brothers out. Those brothers started a car company named Dodge. So I want you to understand how incestuous this is. So Henry Leland started Cadillac. GM bought it in 1919 from him. So now General Motors has it. It's one of the top luxury brands in America. But when the Great Depression hit in 1928, nobody had money, right? So you don't have auto loans. They did not exist back then. So if you couldn't pay cash for a car, you weren't getting it, and banks failed, nobody had money. So Cadillac lost 85% of their sales in 5 years. They're literally in the board meeting to shut Cadillac down when their service manager nationwide came in and goes, I think I can save the company. Like, yeah, whatever, how? He goes, we don't sell to anybody but white people. And Black Americans in the South are paying white guys $300 cash over and above the price of the car so they can drive. The elite, the judges, the attorneys, the entertainers, and Cadillac's like, what do we got to lose? So in 1934, they opened it up, the first car company ever to have integrated sales. And Black Americans bought so many Cadillacs in 1934, sales went up 70%. Now I want you to ask yourself, this is the Great Depression, nobody has money, there's credit lines. How can Black Americans afford to save a luxury brand?
You cited
How? They couldn't put their money in the bank.
All right, so I just showed you the story about the Cadillac. So he's true to the game, true to the folks. Okay, now first of all, that whole thing on the end about how we only bought a bunch of Cadillacs because we didn't have enough, we only had enough money because we didn't put the money in the banks and all that stuff. I don't believe that. Like at some point, I always look at any of these overzealous YT dudes trying to force a story on us, even if they sound like it's somewhat on our side, that they might throw in some propaganda or a couple of little lies in there, because that's how you get people to accept certain kind of things. But regardless of that, let's get back to Afro Man. So Afro Man, patriotic. And then you look at the dad thing right here, and I mean, that alone, we know about those studies that say that black dads are actually better than any other so-called fathers out there, what the CDC study did or whatever, right? So I mean, see my boy right here, Afro Man, and he raps and he does rap, right? I forgot to throw that in there. I gotta show you that. They preserve traditions of great antiquity in rhymes and chants. So I mean, we are who we were, man. Hold on. You got your boy out here rocking the patriotic colors like we do, because even the Reds and the Blues, the Crips and the Bloods rock those colors, right? And then we do all white parties, so we love an all white party, right? Red, white, and blue. But you gotta rockin' the furs that we've been rocking and having fur trades as Indians for the longest times. Expensive furs, okay? On top of that, he's got the fro, the amazing fro that only we can fro, right? And they get so jealous, and I'm almost not too mad at the whole term of Afro-American, because y'all niggas wish you could, right? But on top of that, this nigga's got the Cadillac symbol on his hand, letting you know I'ma punch you niggas if you don't know about how we saved you niggas real big in your company, because we bought all your cars, even though you're trying to throw in a little propaganda. We only just had the money because we didn't put it in the banks. And then he's giving an ode out to dads, because we some of the best dads out there, right? In many cases. So yeah, I fucks with who we are. We are who we were. Stay tuned for the documentary, American Roots. We are who we were.